ADHD parents need to live by a code more than anybody I could possibly think of. My name is Coach Bruce, and I'm a life coach for ADHD parents. I guess I need to back up a little bit. What does it mean to even live by a code? This is probably something that sounds completely foreign to you if you're an ADHD parent. What is a code? A code is a rule or a saying or a methodology that you live by. It's something more specific than religion. It's not a dogma, but it defines how you wake up and how you show up on a day-to-day basis. So what code is it that ADHD parents need to live by? My code, the code that I prescribe and that I teach my clients, is stop lying. That is the bedrock of this foundation. And you need it more than anybody else because as an ADHD parent, you have been taught to lie your entire life. Since the time you were a little kid and you couldn't sit still and you had more questions than your mind could possibly fathom, you've been told to pretend like you didn't, to sit still and pretend like you weren't crawling out of your skin, to be quiet and pretend like your mind wasn't running 1,000 miles per hour. We don't call it a lie back then, we call it behaving. But that is the first lies we were taught to tell. You have to stop lying. As you get older in ADHD, you learn even more to pretend like you're something other than what you actually are. You learn to shrink yourself and to try to shape yourself by shaving parts of who you are off to fit into situations and in groups. And this too is a lie. You have to stop lying. Then as you get into adulthood and you become an actual ADHD parent, you are told it's okay to not be happy. It's okay to just show up and do the same things over and over again and expect no purpose or passion or fulfillment. This is another lie you were taught to tell, and you have to stop it. As long as you are living this lie, there is a life inside of you that is trying to escape. There is a person who is you, but is so much happier. That person doesn't lie. And once you are able to stop lying, then you're able to deal with this simple formula: real, raw, relevant results. Those 4 R's can be the path you take to freedom. What does that mean? So the real is the facts. You have to start living based on the facts. And this is especially important with ADHD parents because we get really caught up in our emotions and our feelings and the way things look without actually drawing out any sort of trackable information. You have to actually prove what is factual before you act on it. You need real evidence. And then once you can do that, once you can be honest about what the actual facts of your situation are, then you can get raw with your feelings, but not until you have the facts. Because if you were just getting raw with your feelings, you're basing them very often off of things that just aren't true, off of perception, off of paranoia, off of the guess of what somebody might be thinking, and that's worthless. You need actual facts. Then you need to feel. Absolutely. You need to feel those emotions because those emotions will act as fuel to propel you to your purpose. But that's only if you have this next R, and that is relevancy. If you don't have relevancy, you will never be able to direct the emotions that you have about those facts in a way that is actually propelling you to do something better. So first you get real, then you get raw, and then you use it relevantly to get to the last R, which is to get results. Obviously, right? It's not obvious. How often do you go into a conversation with no relevant data, with no result that you want, no desired outcome? And then you're surprised when that conversation ends in an argument and both people end up with their feelings hurt and nothing is accomplished. If you can start to focus on not being right, but instead results, if you can start to focus on the result that you want in a conversation, in taking an action, in undertaking any sort of process, then you can actually do what needs to be done to make sure you get the result. But as long as you're more worried about how you feel or, you know, being right or getting a reaction, your result falls by the wayside. So it's pretty simple. You stop lying. You have to tell the truth. You deal with the real, the facts. Then you get raw and you feel like you have to be honest with how you feel about it. This is something that was really important with ADHD parents because we've been taught that we feel too much. It's called emotional dysregulation, right? We can't regulate our emotions because it's too much. We're too passionate. I don't agree. We are not relevant with the passion. We're not relevant with the emotion. We don't know how to take that emotion and use it as, again, fuel to propel us to the correct destination. I know how now. I spent most of my life letting my rage control me to a point where I just completely disconnected from it and vowed never to get angry again until I did. And then I punched a door out of the frame. Not ideal. Punching a door out of a frame is not ideal. I don't know if you know that, but that is how using raw emotion goes bad. But imagine using something that strong. It's like taking a Niagara Falls and putting a hydroelectric converter on it. I'm guessing I'm getting that wrong, but being able to take the power of Niagara Falls and turn it into electricity to fuel whatever it is that you want to fuel. That same thing is possible when you are able to be real, get raw, stay relevant, and only care about the results. It's not easy, but it's simple. If you are able to follow those simple steps, you are able to transform your emotion, this liability, into an asset. So many people struggle with this though because they can't wrap their mind around the simple aspect of just not lying. That code is so important, but until you can stop lying, none of it matters because you don't have facts. You cannot have any sort of real adjustment if you don't know where you actually are. And this is what I spend my time doing is I help people learn how to input this code into their life, how to start living by the truth, start being real, learning to get raw, stay relevant, and only be dedicated to results. And then from there, we learn to attack with the stack, to protect with the core. And from there, we start to reframe what reality even looks like for us. The possibility is endless whenever you are actually able to clarify what you want in life and you are actually able to weaponize your mind to be something that is no longer a liability, but is a vicious asset that is full and like the ADHD mind is like an unchained um, or unbridled majestic horse that is so powerful and could take you so far so fast if only you knew how to control it. I do. I've learned. I'm doing it right now. This is an ADHD mind that has learned how to get real, be raw, stay relevant, and only focus on results. These are the results right now. You're seeing the fruit of it. I have not always been able to stay focused and do what needs to be done to get what I want. But I show up every single day doing live videos because I know in a year I will be winning. I will be making thousands of dollars doing just this because I understand the facts. I understand how I feel about them. I understand what I want to do with them, and I know what result I'm going for. And I will be doing just that with my new package for everybody who's interested, called the 90-day Weaponize Me package. Sorry, the 90-day Weaponize Me challenge. In this challenge, a mixture of database courses. Sorry. I will be doing just that in the 90-day. Bro, pause. Just pretend like I'm not bumbling like an idiot because I just rolled this package out today. So, and it's not even rolled out yet. Like I'm soft introducing this package. So, through a combination of web-based coursework, app-based stacking and tracking, fresh audio and video content, and private community accountability, plus one-on-one weekly calls with me, I will be pushing people to the limits of their possibility and taking them to brand new heights. But it will be a struggle. It will be very difficult for my ADHD parents who enter this space. But I will not abandon you. I will stay right there with you, and I will make sure that you are given everything that you need to be able to rise. Because you have it in you. You have the most powerful mind that has ever been given to a human. You just don't know how to control it yet. Let me help you. Let's weaponize your mind to create the life that you never even imagined you could have. And in just 90 days, you will walk out of the other side a completely different person with an entirely new future ahead of you. If you're interested about learning more, check out if you're interested in learning more about the 90-day Weaponize Me challenge, go to www.authenticidentitymanagementcom/consultation and set up a free consultation and talk to me about what the price looks like right now, because in 30 days, whenever my warrior certification is completely done, this will cost 4 times as much. Like I promise you right now, these are the lowest my prices will ever be. Even on discount, they will never come close to this low again, because I have the certifications, the software, the curriculum, and everything I need now, plus 40 years of fucking up and lots of experience that I've pulled from that to change the way you look at your life forever. But soon it will cost a lot more. So go to authenticidentitymanagement.com/consultation and set up a call today, because these prices are going away guaranteed. I will see you tomorrow.